Texting. Good evening, boys and girls.
Hello there.
Trouble sleeping?
Nightmare?
Nightmare?
Nightmare keeping you up?
Hey, it's okay. It's all right. That's why we're here. We're here for you.
Talk to us.
So talk to us. Why not? It is 3 minutes to 2 on a Saturday night, Sunday morning. This is that time whenever all the bad shit happens on the weekend. It's literally from Saturday night from midnight to 3. All the bad shit goes
DUIs.
down. Everything that can go wrong goes wrong. That's why Tom and I
Salt and battery.
Salt and battery, all kinds of, promises you don't intend to keep, all kinds of shit. It's all going down right now.
Walk of shames.
Walk of shames.
Or walks of shame.
Getting lost. Worst time of night you want to get lost. Then you almost have to call for law enforcement. At that point, you're fucked. So the bottom line is, I would hope you are where you're going to be staying. Okay, the redoubtable one, the highly questionable one, segment 1. There might be 2. Who the fuck knows? All things. We're going to talk. There's going to be a smorgasbord of sports. It might be one long one because
buffet.
It might be a buffet. It could be a sports buffet.
Yeah, I could see a soup station.
Yeah.
Salad
station, but you gotta have the entree.
Well, then you got the main course.
The main course. So, we're going to dabble because a lot of shit's
Are we
going
going to
on.
have a meat slicer? Somebody just...
We can do anything on this show.
Little prime rib?
We can do a little prime rib.
Little
prime rib.
1990s?
Hey, nothing like a little Betty and then a little prime rib. I'm just saying. Just telling you. Anyway, the redoubtable one, Tom, is a highly questionable Audrey Migliaccio. It is the witching hour of the weekend, boys and girls. As we said before, when everything can and will go wrong. That's the
other thing.
I have one. You see any more? Anyway, no, I have plenty. Let's see here. In fact, that's why I put it right here, because I had a feeling. Hooked on a... By the way, the good doctor. Good doctor.
Good
doctor
this
tonight.
Surprise Saturday into Sunday session brought to you by
the good
Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar and Cream Soda.
And it is one of the greatest creations of the 20th century.
Without a doubt, the best soda on the market.
It is.
In my...
It's there.
Lifetime?
I think it's right there. It's top 3.
Yes, let's just say that. Well, there's no need to over-exaggerate. Top 3.
We're having a feel-good moment. But anyway, the bottom line is it's going to be a smorgasbord tonight because a lot's going on. The draft just completed. A lot of things happened after the draft. We'll talk about the Celtics and then what they did. The Mets got off the mat tonight and won a game finally. Instead of breaking my boy's heart, he put himself into detox. This is how bad it got. Okay, but it didn't last long because he's a true fan. He feels like he's letting them down by giving up on them. I know how he thinks. And by the way, I've been there, so I know how he feels. When I get mad at one of my teams and I turn them off for like 3 or 4 days, by Thursday of that week, especially if it's football season, it's like, all right, let it go. It's not a new game, new week. What are we going to do?
So some of it is because I was mad at them.
Justifiably so.
But I think more of it was just like, I care too much about the shit. And I needed to look away.
How can I sum this up in one simple sentence? If we didn't care the way we do, and by the way, we're not the only ones in America, okay? Sports is America's drug, let's be honest, okay? The bottom line is, if we didn't care the way we didn't care the way we did, and you at home, they wouldn't have careers. Let's be honest. There wouldn't be a sports world. None of this would be possible. So honestly,
it's because of us this happens.
No, we weren't the first, and we won't be the last.
No, it's a mutual. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't care if they weren't that good. It wasn't that entertaining.
He played sports. I played sports. What I can tell you about you get a feeling as an athlete when you're playing the game you love that you don't really get anywhere else. Let's be honest. You just don't, and you never forget that feeling. And if you go into coaching like I did and coached for 22 years because you're still chasing that feeling, and you still do get it just from a different perspective. Especially when you have a team that beats a team it's not supposed to beat, and you're the coach, and they're fucking running around like they won the fucking lottery, and you keep trying to tell yourself it's just a game, but you're like, God damn, they beat those guys. How the hell did they do that? All right, because I didn't do it. I didn't put one ball in the basket. Okay, all players win games. Okay, but the bottom line is, when you see something like that. That's what makes it all worthwhile. And you see it every day in sports. You literally see it every fucking day. So that's why we're here. That's why we're here at the Witching Hour, sharing a cocktail with our good friends out there, Joe Boo and the Hizzy. What do you want to start with?
What do I want to start with? Well, I want to come clean about the fact that I fell off my Mets detax.
Okay. Well, no one was judging. Were you judging America? I wasn't judging.
But here's the thing.
We're in the trust tree here.
Here's the thing. We are in the trust tree. I had a beautiful Saturday, I will say. Productive.
I know. You cleaned out your garage, huh?
I spent quality time with the wife.
Huh? That's always good.
Cleaned out the garage. I had
Productive.
I had a new mattress to rotate in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so brought in one mattress, had to bring down another, and then I had to move 2 others. It was quite the.
That is
It
quite
was like, we got a new mattress.
Yeah.
Maddie took our old mattress. Penny took Maddie's old mattress.
That's a lot of mattress movement.
Yo, my God, dude. And it was like I was dying.
That would, yeah, mattresses aren't light. If you're moved to king size or queen size mattress before,
Right.
you know
Yes.
that's work.
These were queen.
Yeah, that's not small. Those queen sizes work.
Did that. Then, once I had done that, that took me way longer than I thought. Cleaned out the whole garage. Took a van full of shit to the dump.
Where'd you get the van from?
I have a minivan.
Oh, the minivan.
Yeah, I just put the seats down.
Oh,
and
God.
filled
Oh, yeah,
it
that's
with
right.
shit.
That thing's a locker
Filled
room.
it with
The
shit.
mini locker room.
I broke up my old elliptical machine.
Oh, that's not easy.
I broke
Screw
up an-
everything. And
No, I was hitting it with a hammer, just destroying it.
disassemble.
No. We're not taking it apart. We're breaking it
We're
apart.
gonna pull a Joe Pesci in a field and a couple of baseball bats. That's where he went with this thing.
I had a couple of kitchen chairs. I was like, "Hey, Penny, you want to help me demolish?" So she was hitting it with a hammer.
Yeah, what kid wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah.
They do it every day when you don't want them to. So they
I
demolish all your
asked
shit.
John. John didn't want to do it.
That's
Me
weird.
and John have been fighting for a couple days.
Oh, that's not good.
He apologized to me tonight.
Anthony got all upset because he's too thin apparently. Or Mia called him thin. That turned into a half hour
Oh, Jesus.
about how you need to feed me more. I'm like, you don't want to eat. And then he's yelling at Becky, you don't want to eat. And then she's saying the same thing. We try to feed you. You got to make me do it. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Shove your face in the bowl? What do you want me to do? I can do that. Do you want me to do that? But anyway, to your point.
Okay, so productive day. And the past 2 nights, I've been scrolling Instagram hoping for something Mets to pop up.
So you were kind of looking.
I was trying.
You were just trying to do it under the plausible deniability.
Exactly.
We call it the
I
plausible
was trying
deniability.
to accidentally run into a score.
We call it the plausible deniability pact. We've all signed it in our lifetime. We've all signed it. We're all. I'm on the sheet. Look, I signed it. Where you're not looking for something, but you're looking for
You're
something.
putting yourself in
And-
position to find
Yeah,
it.
exactly. You're not.
But you're not looking for
You're
it.
not cutting off the
right.
avenues, the resources.
exactly.
You're just like, well, look, if it comes to me,
It's
it
the
comes to me.
classic trap
Yeah,
game.
it is.
And every person
Has
can
done
get
it.
caught in it.
Every real fan has done this,
Yeah.
by the way. We've all done it at
Yeah.
some point.
So I saw the score today for yesterday's game. But still, like, this is the longest I've gone without watching a highlight.
That is saying something. What is that? Is this 4 days? 3 days?
No.
3
It
days?
was, so it was Wednesday, then they were off Thursday, so that doesn't count. Then it was Friday. So
Well,
it
you
was
mean
barely,
we
so it was
but we
barely 2
recorded
days.
we recorded Thursday night. Wasn't it Thursday night?
Tuesday.
It was Tuesday you did it. That's right. So 4 days. 'Cause it's Sunday morning.
Yeah, but they only played.
Wednesday,
Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday.
Friday, Saturday. That's 4 days. That's 3 games. That's 4 days. Because they had Thursday off, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And then
so-
last night I saw a highlight of Brandon Nimmo hitting a home run. That was my first highlight. So I guess 3 days.
Okay. Well, all right.
But I wasn't watching games. But now I was just like, I'll fucking look at the score. So I saw they won tonight. I don't know what happened. I'll have to go back and look.
So if they win tomorrow, they take the series.
I mean, yeah, they have to win.
Well, you got to. I'm just saying, you got to start somewhere. We were just talking about the Cincinnati Reds. Have you been watching the Cincinnati Reds?
Ellie
America?
De La Cruz.
12 in a row. They lost. They finally, and it wasn't anybody. It was Atlanta who finally 7-6. Okay, tonight. This is down in Atlanta too.
No,
wasn't
this is
it?
in Cincy.
It's Cincy. All right. So
Dude,
anyway,
this is on the heels of them. Did you see the game?
I saw the highlights.
Friday night?
I saw the highlights. I didn't see it though.
They were down 5-0 to the Braves,
and hell of a
came
game.
back and won 11-10,
Yeah, it was a
and
dime.
Ellie De La Cruz hit for the fucking
It's like-
cycle.
By the way, that dude, quietly the best
His
player.
first 2 weeks in the
Yeah,
league.
no one's talking about him yet. Keyword. They will be after that. Yeah, he's
First 2 weeks in the league, he hits for the cycle. A Reds player hadn't hit for the cycle in like 34
It's
years.
the guy who bets on baseball.
Since the what?
Since the guy who bets on baseball, Pete Rose.
No, they had done it before then, I
I'm
think.
joking. It seems like it's been that long. So anyway, but
was like
yeah,
late
they
80s.
had won 12 in a row. Talk about getting up off the mat. Because to his point off the air, they were where the Mets are. But the point is, it's not even the All-Star break yet. And the thing is, there are probably, if we're being honest here, there are probably a dozen teams in this league that are capable of such a run, and the Mets are one of them.
Dude,
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying they're capable.
I don't think they are. Because their problem is their starting pitching.
That's the Red Sox problem. Even the Red Sox won 7 in a row with that, though. Their pitching isn't as bad as the Red Sox, even without the closer.
Yeah, it is.
It is statistically, but talent-wise, it's not. Those guys are better than the numbers.
No, but they're not playing to their talent.
No, they're not. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's why this could still happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Yes.
But here's the thing.
I don't think Verlander and Scherzer are that anymore.
It depends on two things. Okay, did they hit rock bottom already? And if no, when does that happen?
I think they hit rock bottom.
Okay, well then maybe they're trying to fight their way out of it. And you don't just suddenly flip a switch in this. It's a gradual thing. Okay.
When they lost 13-10,
they might not win 12 in a row like Cincinnati, but what if they win 20 out of 23?
No way.
I'm not saying they're going to. I'm saying,
what if they did?
What if they did?
They're in the
that?
playoffs easy.
I'm saying, and they
No
have.
doubt.
I'm not saying again. He's saying they're not going to do it based on the way they've been performing. I'm saying the talent's there to do something.
Yo,
like
but
that.
listen to this.
Whether or not they're going to do it or not.
Listen to this right now. They're 8 games out of the 3rd wild card spot.
8.
That's a lot.
How far back was Atlanta at the All-Star break from you guys? 12, 13?
Not 8.
It was more than that, wasn't it?
No.
It wasn't 12 at some point, 13?
No, it was 10 in June, and then they came.
Okay, well, we're in June. Just saying.
They're not Atlanta.
I didn't say they were. I'm saying they have the talent to do it. Do they have the resolve is an entirely different question. But if the Cincinnati Reds can do it, who do not have their talent, can we agree on that? They don't have the Mets talent on that roster, do they? Cincinnati?
Dude, what do you think they're doing right now? They got a bunch of fucking young talent.
When we looked at their rosters when the season started, who would you have put the check in the aisle?
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. So I'm just saying right now that the Cincinnati Reds are overperforming and they're underperforming. Because at some point, look, at every point, water seeks its level. So again,
right.
I will say this: I believe the Mets have a run in them. Now, what that run is going to be, I don't know. They're going to, at some point, they're going to wake up. Somebody's going to kick somebody in the ass, and they're going to do something and have a pulse. Now, what that's going to equate to, I don't know. I do know they're in a good division. I think they're in maybe the second best division in baseball. It's them, and it's one other division, behind the AL East, of course.
Well, I mean, last year they had 200-win teams, and the 3rd-place team went to the World Series.
Well, the Phillies are in
Finally
third.
a better
the
division.
Phillies are in 3rd place, and they're over 500 right now.
Yeah.
So the AL East, all 5 teams are. That's what I'm saying. That's the best. Everybody knows that one. I'm saying they might be the second best division in baseball. They might be. There's one other one out there. I forget what it is, but that's with them. I think they might be better because they have Atlanta. But the thing is,
dude, there's a couple good divisions out there.
there are. So I'm just saying that the Mets on paper,
Dude,
have the
NL
talent,
West.
have the that's the other one I think. That have the talent to go on a similar like run. I'm not saying maybe they win 10 in a row. I don't know. But the thing is, or again, maybe they win 20 out of 25 or 21 out of 25. The talent's on their roster to do that. But at some point,
Scherzer pitched a good game today.
they had Chris. I said this about Chris Sale, and then he had 6 good starts in a row before he threw something out in his arm. So I mean, the thing is, don't start doing that.
What?
Are you looking at highlights?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Anyway,
start doing what?
no, I'm talking. You start doing this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For
I'm
5
sorry.
minutes.
I'm sorry.
But I'm saying the Mets. I think we're talking about your team too, by the way. So,
I know. I just wanted to see how they won.
I think on paper,
I'm still listening.
the Mets are one of 10 to 12 teams that could make a run like this. Doesn't mean they will. Doesn't mean they will. They're in a good division to his point. No one on that roster has played to their potential all season yet. No one, which is why I think it could happen. Because not one person, you can't even look up and go, oh, yeah, well, him. Other than in terms of power, his boy Alonso.
Right.
But his average is down. He's not hitting well. He's not batting 270, 280.
No.
He's batting like 250 or something, 240.
Less than that.
Less than that. So even he.
But I mean, he's got 20-something bombs,
No, that's
which is
he's
incredible.
yeah, but that's him.
Yeah.
He's a power hitter. That's what he does. But his average should be higher. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
So the bottom line is, no one there is performing to their level yet. Okay, and it's not even the All-Star break. Usually, and I said to him, we've talked about this ad nauseum. July up in Boston, it's July 4th. Is where are they on July 4th? Where are they, and what's going on around them? Until then, no one cares.
July 4th is coming quick.
It is next week. 2 weeks, actually. 2 weeks. Because next week is my happy early birthday to my beautiful bride, Becky, who's turning 29. 29 again for you at home. 29 for the 29th time.
Dude, she looks good for 29.
She looks amazing for 29. I am one lucky son of a bitch. And don't think I don't know it, America. But I'm saying it now at 3 o'clock in the morning when no one's listening.
He's shouting it from the mountaintops.
Shouting it from the heavens.
He wants all to hear.
Standing at the 58th floor of the Empire State Building.
The man's in Times Square with a megaphone.
Of course, no one can see him up there. That's beside the point. So, yeah, they... anyway.
He's in a phone booth in the middle of Times Square with the door shut.
The door shut. In rush hour. But, yeah, so...
Happy
Anyway,
birthday, Becky.
Yes, happy birthday to my gorgeous bride. Thank you again for saying yes. Best yes I ever heard. So anyway, but the Mets, I think, can make a run like this. And again, I don't know if it'll be of the size of the one that Cincy just went on, but the Mets have that kind of talent. But again, he thinks they've hit rock bottom already, and if they are, Scherzer just had a quality start tonight. Let's see where it goes. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're doing this. I'm not saying they're not. I'm saying,
Dude, when they got swept by the Braves and blew those leads 3 games in a row.
to me, that was rock bottom.
That was rock bottom.
That was rock bottom.
However,
That was being kicked in the nuts for 3 straight days.
yeah, but then they went to Pittsburgh and got the shit beat out of them. But still, rock bottom was in Atlanta, I think.
Yeah, because Atlanta's their rival in the NL. They're really their rival. It's the Braves. They're the one they're always chasing. So, anyway, we'll see what they do. We'll see what happens tomorrow. If they win tomorrow, they win the series, I think. The Red Sox lost to Donnie 5-4 tonight. They had won, I don't know, like 7 of 9. Whether they're still in the cellar because they're in the best fucking division in baseball. But they're 40-38. I think they win 40 games all season. So
No, they got walked off by the White Sox.
walked
today.
off at the so they were right there. And the White Sox aren't good, but they beat them the night before. So again, they're on the road. If they take 2 out of 3, they win tomorrow. They win the series. Win the series.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, win the series. Because Chris Sale is out, and he was actually pitching well like in 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Well, so anyway, we'll see what happens with them. Look, you're on the road, as he just said. If you can take 2 out of 3, take 2 out of 3.
Angels?
I'll tell you, 25-1.
Oh, my God.
No, you heard that, America. 25-1, and 25 runs on. Ready for this, Tom? 28 hits. Talk about efficiency, run amok.
Yo, here's something else that's crazy. They scored 21 of those runs in 2 innings. They had a 13-run third, followed by an 8-run fourth.
So
That's where all the runs were scored. 21 of the 25 in those 2 innings.
who the fuck was pitching?
That was a thrashing.
Was it Charlie Brown meets Rudy Stein?
I've never seen a 13
Because
run
I'm
inning.
thinking right now, I'm picturing Charlie Brown, I'm picturing Rudy Stein for the Bad News Bears, because only that duo could have done something
Upper
like
Deck.
that. Rob Upper Deck Beck closing for good measure. Why not? Only
Dude, a
that.
13 spot followed by an 8 spot. Well, in the
In a 13 spot, haven't you gone through at least 2 pitchers? Don't you think?
that's
At
a
least
good
2?
question. Well,
Don't you think in 1 inning?
all right. So in order to score 5 runs, you have to have 9 guys come to the plate.
If they all, yeah.
Like you have to.
Yeah.
Okay. So in order to score 13, you have to have
Gone through the lineup twice at least.
more than that, right?
I said at least twice, maybe more.
To score 5, you need 9.
Well, again, if somebody hits a grand, I don't know how many home runs
Yeah,
we're
well, I
hitting.
guess
I mean, it depends on. There's a few things that factor in here, but it's at least 2 times through the lineup, maybe 2.5. Say 2.5.
I think at least, right?
2.5, I think would make sense. You're talking 23 men came to the plate in 1 inning.
All right. Let me see if I can find it.
23 men. If we're right about this, that means 23 batters in 1 inning came to the plate.
That's insane.
23 batters in 1 inning came to the plate. How many pitching changes would that have been?
We're gonna find out.
I mean,
Damn it,
that's crazy.
Okay.
And Ohtani, who's the best player in baseball, I think everybody would agree on that, who has a pulse, had 1 hit in this whole fucking debauchery. Talk about a bum blasting.
Okay, top third. Here we go. Okay?
Yeah.
You count the people.
Okay. Yeah.
Mike Trout homers on a fly ball to center.
That started the inning.
That started the inning.
Well, you should have known there was trouble there.
Brandon Drury homers on a fly ball to center field.
Back to back.
Matt Tice homers on a fly ball
3 in a
to right
row.
field.
Who the fuck? That's Charlie Brown.
Okay,
We know
so
who started the
you
inning.
got-
Charlie
you
Brown.
keeping count?
I'm at 3.
Okay, 3, and they all homered.
Yeah.
Hunter Renfroe walks.
4.
Eduardo Escobar, who the Mets just fucking traded to the Angels.
Oh,
Of course, this asshole grounds out.
okay, 5. That's 5.
They scored 13 in an inning. He grounded out.
On the fifth guy gets an out. You idiot. Fire him.
Mickey Moniak singles.
6.
David Fletcher pops out. Holy fuck,
It was
they got
2
2
outs.
outs.
That's 7. So this should have been at worst a 3-run inning,
Oh my
right?
god.
Is a guy on
yes.
first still, or a guy on second?
There's a guy on first and second because somebody walked.
They did 10 runs with 2 outs in that inning.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Okay, because David Fletcher popped out. Okay.
So there's 2
Taylor,
outs. 7,
Taylor Ward singles.
8.
Okay, Eduardo Escobar scores. Shohei Ohtani singles.
9. All right, there's one time through. 9. Okay.
Yeah. Pitching change. Okay,
That's
one pitcher.
One pitching. 9 guys through when the first pitching change happens. Okay.
Mike Trout walks.
10.
Bases are loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Drury singles.
11.
2 runs scored.
Okay.
Mike Tace walks.
12.
Hunter Renfroe doubles.
13.
Eduardo Escobar singles.
14.
Mickey Moniak homers. Bam.
15. 16. 15. Yeah, it's 15. I'm sorry, 5 fingers. 15.
David Fletcher grounds out. Inning over. 16.
16 guys, and they put up 13 runs.
Wow.
Holy fuck.
So
Holy
basically,
fuck.
everybody that got on scored. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
Like almost every single base runner.
16 men came to the plate.
13 scored.
13 of them scored.
How the fuck is that possible?
I don't know.
Oh my god!
Well, if Charlie
do you
Brown-
understand how crazy that is?
Charlie Brown started the inning.
Dude, but do you understand what that means?
Yes.
Every single person that got on base scored. They didn't leave a single person on base.
Charlie Brown started the inning.
Loved it.
They put Rudy Stein in. Okay, so because only those 2 bumbling boobs are capable of such debauchery.
I wonder if
And then they followed up with an 8 spot the next inning.
yeah, should we go through that one too? I was just wondering if it would be really boring for somebody to listen to me say batter by batter what happened while you count on your fingers, or if it was actually interesting. It was interesting to me.
I'll tell you why it was interesting, because 13-run innings don't happen. How many, I put this to you, America, how many times in your lifetime can you recall a 13-run inning
I've never seen
at the major league level?
Never seen
I'll
that.
wait. Okay. I'll wait.
21
I'm sure.
A 21 run 2 inning.
I'm sure that ESPN. I'll tell you what ESPN does better than anybody. Their stats. They've got those dudes.
Research.
They've got dudes. Those dudes. They probably, as these highlights are
got
being
some
presented,
good
they
women's
probably
stats,
had
too.
on the bottom ticker the last time an inning like this actually happened. They probably already had it there. But who knows if it ever happened. Maybe it never has, because I don't recall ever seeing that.
Yeah.
It
might have, but I can't remember.
Not in one inning.
I've never seen it.
Not in one inning. 21 runs in 2 innings. Show me that stat.
That's
How
insane.
often has that happened, America, at the pro level? I mean, I don't know. But anyway, we know this. That's the first time I've heard of it.
No doubt.
That's all I know. So anyway, we're going to close segment 1 with that. Betty's lurking.
Cheers.
She's lurking. Anyway, we're going to find Betty and Yoda. We'll be back segment 2. We are going to talk football and basketball. We're going to talk with the NBA. The draft just completed. Boston Celtics. Brad Stevens. Tell you, he made a decision today, or the other day rather, that I'll tell you what, I think it's when we look back on it, yeah, it's going to be one of those moments that change the franchise, the course of the franchise. So we'll talk about that in segment 2. It's the redoubtable and the highly questionable one, Yoda, Betty, and the Hizzy. See you on the other side.